I'm a terrible bike rider. Really bad. So going this slow and this carefully is very challenging.
You're losing us. Come on. Hey, hi. Are you running chase for this vehicle?
Yes.
So I see one child. Is there two children here?
Yes. He doesn't have his helmet on yet.
So it goes. Are you pulling your sock off yet? I see you've still got two socks. Dead ahead of us, we have the Armstrong-Crumlish family Bachfiets, ridden by their buddies. And off to the left, it's hard to tell a little bit, we have a Radish. And there goes a Yubamundo, the blue bike on the left. And up here, dead ahead with the child looking backwards at the watermelon helmet, there's a Madsen, eating some puffs. Good morning.
Hello.
I like the Kleenex. That's a really good idea.
Trek now has a long tail. That's Domingo, Simone's dad. Simone's and Brianna's dad.
Good morning.
I know that though. He thinks that when he comes home. Oh, that is a nice sound. No, yes, every month, last Friday of the month, 5:30 at the flagpole.
On the green.
New Haven Green. It's fine. And you should get on like, is there? Hey David, is there a
There's a mailing list.
There's a mailing list, right? And
Yep.
also on Facebook, there's like a Bike to Work breakfast list. Like the page, if you're a fan of Devil's Gear, Matt sends out everything. So it's important to get on the Devil's Gear mailing. Yeah, they're right here.
Oh,
Other way.
hi. I'm admiring all these kids carrying bicycles.
Yeah, they're very
Really?
Sam, I would like you to ride on the right side.
I'm setting a bad example for Sam.
Hey, it'll open up and you guys will ride faster in a little bit.
All right, great seeing you. Enjoy the ride.
It does. It totally opens up. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit the we're gonna hit that long road and then it'll open up and people will be nice. It'll be much better. I just don't want Sam to be in habits of riding up to
Good morning.
How's it going there? Easy?
Yeah, it's all easy to
Whee.
David,
Yes.
is your flip video on right now?
Yes, it is.
If you run out of batteries, we have ours. Don't let
Nice.
me know what you find.
Cool.
I actually love it because I never have videos of my guys running.
Yeah. I will definitely put this up. How you doing, Laura?
I get it a little faster.
Are we able to? I'm gonna go ride with Sam and Caleb. I think it's time.
See the little.
Woo, a little bit fast. Yeah, that was a little bit.
There goes the buckfeets. And the radish.
Domingo's like riding ahead.
So you just got this, David?
Yeah, we got it in March, I guess. The funny thing is they're having problems keeping them in stock. Surly / Extra Cycle is having problems keeping them in stock.
Yeah.
So we actually ordered it in December, and we already knew they weren't going to have it yet, but we wanted to get our name on the list so we'd at least be in line when they came off the boat. So we actually got it in March. I'm still under 100 miles on it. We live on Maple Street, so we're on the near side of downtown from Edgewood Park.
Yeah, yeah.
So in the tree streets. If you know where Sarah lives, we're about a block and a half from her.
Yeah, because we live on Vista Terrace.
Okay, it sounds familiar, but I can't picture it.
So you guys are on our... Well,
Vista Terrace is the same thing as when you go over Edgewood when you go over Forest from Edgewood.
Yes, that's
it changes names.
Yes.
Okay, I know where that is.
Yeah.
I run in those hills sometimes. They're good hills. And you're some kind of technologist since you work in the building.
Yes.
I'm a technologist who doesn't work for Yale.
Yeah.
So I work for Hire One. I'm a Linux guy primarily, and then other things that involve Linux is what I end up actually doing.
Yeah.
Because the Linux doesn't break, so it's like, okay, hey, how about you build this?
Yeah.
How about you program this? How about you do things that are really for a DBA?
Yeah, yeah.
And hey, you can write code.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of phones-related stuff. I've been doing a lot of things with something called Asterisk. Have you ever heard of that?
Oh, no. What was it?
It's they call it the open source PBX. It's very Linuxy, and you can do lots of things with voice calls. So you can build IVRs with it, which I've done. You can make conference bridges so people can have conference calls, stuff like that.
Yeah.
If you can think of it involves phones, you can do it with that software.
Yeah.
It's extremely customizable, so I've been writing lots of custom stuff with that. Good morning. And then we're going to go across the street in 2012. So
yeah. When is it? It's 2012?
it's up for negotiation.
Yeah.
The official date we want is like December 2011.
Yeah.
But we'll see if that construction schedule actually happens.
Yeah.
That would be like the time that like the tech guys would go in and actually make this network ready.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be like the actual office staff moving in. So really we just say 2012.
Yeah.
What kind of tech do you do?
Me? I'm when I started, I guess technically I'm I manage essentially I manage Windows machines, right?
Okay, so you're using the big tools that do lots of templating and lots of remote administration in batches, probably.
Yes. Well, I don't do a whole lot of that anymore. So
that was your original job, and then there's the actual what you do.
Yeah. So my team is so we all start.
Hey, Peapod! Woo woo! I knew I had seen another one of those in town. I'm glad I finally saw it, and like I wasn't just dreaming.
Yeah.
We had that fire drill a few weeks ago, and I saw that go by, and I was like, no one stole my bike, right?
Yale has a really odd relationship with technology. It's higher learning that actually is pretty not creative about the way they deal with their technology.
That's an interesting perspective. I just assume it's really hit and miss. That there's that it's a traditional fiefdom like all academia, academic computing, where like, you know, some departments will be extremely clued in and other departments will be like, we want email and everything else doesn't matter. I assume it's more like that, or is it more of an outsider's perspective?
So a lot of it. So for example, when I started at Yale, I worked on the academic side, right? So,
Okay.
So you know, I actually had never touched I had not touched the Windows NT system. So I actually knew nothing about administering machines. But since I started when I was much younger with with MS-DOS, and actually was really comfortable with the command line. I was able to sort stuff out quickly, right?
Right.
So from there, it was that our group actually managed machines the way a corporate environment manages their machines. I mean, our machines are incredibly secure, locked down. They're pretty bulletproof. And we did we did automation before there were any automation tools to actually deal with.
Right. Lots of batching with any way you can.
Any way you can, right? So, and the funny thing is the corporate side, the administrative side, anything went. People thought they owned their machines.
Right.
So I eventually moved over to that side because they needed people to engineer a managed
big hole.
A managed solution. So that's where I ended up. And because I am more inclined to be a command line person. I also ended up doing some Mac administration.
Good morning. Ride bikes.
When OS 10 received a real system underpinning. Right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So are you doing some Mac administration too?
I do some of that. I mean, like I said, I do some of that. I switch between various flavors of Unix and Windows. It's
nice.
I don't really touch that many Windows systems anymore, actually.
Nice.
But the sad thing is, so because we showed value to the university, right, managing systems this way, we want to apply the same thing to the academic side.
Yeah.
Which is like awful, in my opinion.
Right.
What popped off? Sorry, excuse me. What popped off? I thought you said something popped off there. But yeah, don't grab. No, he was about to bump into you, but don't grab with him. Yes.
So I've gone back and forth about wanting to work for Yale. Like when I first moved to New Haven, we came for my wife's finishing her education, her graduate program, and we figured, of course I'll work at Yale. I worked at MIT one of my first jobs out of college doing computer support for a particular department. It was just for math. It was like 2 IT staff for 300 people.
Yeah.
So we were in our own little fiefdom, the way a lot of academic computing happens.
Yes.
And then
Yale wants to take those two.
Right. MIT was going some of that way. They were trying to create financial incentives such that they would do, they don't call it outsourcing, but that's what it amounts to. It was trying to do it centralized in a cheaper manner than you could do it with your own local administration, and yet claim you're going to get the same response time that you got by having your people right in your local office space.
Yes.
And then I went to graduate school in Cleveland and quickly ended up with a unsolicited job offer to manage their cluster. I did a bunch of Linux and scientific computing in college, and it turns out those skills are kind of rare. And the guy who was managing that found out about it and said, "Hey, I'd really like you to do this for me." There goes the other pea pod. Hi, other pea pod. And good morning.
Good job, Cam.
Ride bikes. Good morning. So yeah, once I knew I was coming to town, I put a bunch of applications into jobs that were like my skill set.
Yeah.
And they were really slow with their hiring process, which ultimately meant that I had an offer from Hire One before my first interview finally was scheduled. So I was like, okay, well I'm going to take this offer that I already have rather than waiting any longer for Yale to get around to me. And I explained this to the guy once I canceled my interview, and he was like, really, I don't know. I wish I remembered his name. It's probably somebody that you would know. It's not coming. It's not like, you know, it was 3 years ago, so it's not coming back to me right now. But yeah, I explained that your guys' hiring process is really slow, and I have no idea how you can have a job open for a year and not fill it. You know, how you can. That's amazing to me.
So how long?
Kristen, she's here for she originally was here for nursing school at Yale. She's a midwife.
Oh, cool.
And she's finished that program and is now ostensibly looking for a job, but really enjoying being home with the daughter for as long as she can.
Yeah. So you're gonna stay in the area?
We have been. It's like we've done a bunch of different you know, theoretical discussions.
Yeah.
But we really like New Haven. There's a lot. We have a lot going for us. That you know, a circle of friends.
Yeah.
It's a bikeable town. It's really quite livable.
Yeah, yeah.
And you're doing great. Nice job. You're doing great.
Good job, Mateo. Good job. You're almost there. Mateo, this is the hill that
It's gonna get flat right up here.
You're almost there.
Yeah, you're doing
This is the
great.
hill that you always struggle with. Good job. Almost there.
Yeah, Laura.
Mateo.
I always forget that you grew up here sometimes. Stop me if I start talking to things that I think they knew. Yeah, I know.
Mateo, you're there. Good job. You did it.
Woo woo! Nice job. Ding ding ding.
That's the hill you here.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for waiting. Good morning. Thanks for waiting.
El Grasso is different. It's longer, not as steep as that.
Good morning. You did great on that hill. Nice job.
Thanks.
That was great.
You could not do that last year. Remember last year from the farmer's market, you could not get up that hill?
Yes.
Maple, yeah, because you guys are...
We're on the other side of the park.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
so Edgewood is one of the streets that goes, you know, that way, and then Maple is parallel to it. So it's between Elm and Edgewood.
You know a guy named Stacy Maples? I think he sometimes commutes up Maple.
I don't know the name. I might know the face on the bike. That's kind of how it goes sometimes.
I think Stacy now walks because he doesn't think he gets enough exercise.
Huh.
Because it's such a short commute from he lives just down the street from us.
I definitely don't know the name, but I might know the face.
He's got a beard, tattoos, about this tall.
Huh.
He does geospatial computing.
Huh. Doesn't ring a bell at all, but
he works with a lot.
but now that you mention it, I'll look around. Huh?
Yeah, I think he makes sometimes come up Maple. So if you see a guy with a beard walking up that street, say
Cool.
hi. But
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good to see you.
he and I were riding back one time from Yale, and this got into this argument with a motorist.
Yeah.
And this is the first time I've actually seen this because the motorist was claiming that he had no right to be in the road, and at first I thought they were going to really like get into it, like just shouting at each other. And the motorist at one point said, "Okay, fine. Why don't you both you and I go down to City Hall and we'll go ask somebody." I was thinking, I'd never heard it escalate this.
Right.
Usually it's like.
That's actually my first response when I have motorists that tell me to get off the road. I say, let's go call a cop.
Yes.
I say, call the cops, call the cops, call the cops, and they go away.
Yeah, yeah.
I hate to admit that I've been in that position before.
But I've never heard motorists like claim that they
A motor suggests that we should
go
bring
to
in
the
the
police
higher
department,
authority.
Go to the police department
Right.
to do it. Usually it's the other
I
way around.
would definitely welcome that suggestion. I'd usually making that suggestion.
I used to carry little miniaturized copies of the motor vehicle code.
Yeah.
Just to show people.
I've considered it. We've talked about Elm City Cycling. It's bounced around. Talk about making a PDF so people could print it themselves and just have it. You know, so
that's hard to find. I tried to find.
Right, it is hard to find.
Connecticut, and it looks out of date because I think the last date on the document is like 2000. So at least when
Good morning.
What? Why?
We gotta get to the other rock, remember?
Why? Do you mean peel off? Should we peel off and go home? You're doing a good job, Mateo. Or are you just curious? Oh.
I think we should bring a mile kind of like. That's the bubble with you.
Stay way ahead.
Good morning, thanks. Good morning.
Are you getting hot now, Teo? Teo. Okay. How are you holding up here?
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, stay on this side, okay?
We're gonna squeeze by on the right up here. Squeezing right. How you doing, Nara? How about 3 socks? Nope, you lost a sock. So it goes. Thanks for waiting. Good morning, thanks for waiting. Good morning. On your left. On your left. On your left. On your left. Back up with the families. Everything okay? Just changing seats.
We said to the eye, take our email.
Yeah.
Thank you much.
Okay. Yep.
Good morning. Thanks for waiting. Good morning. Thank you much. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for waiting. Good morning. Good morning, thanks for waiting. Good morning, thanks for waiting. Good morning. Buenos dias. Good morning.
One of the riders
Good morning.
at the rest stop.
Thanks for waiting. Good morning.
Ease the tension a little.
Yeah. Yeah. So here comes the peapod again.
The brown house with the double porch is next to the white and blue.
Okay.
That's us.
The white and blue?
No, the brown.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Broadway, 3 blocks where there's no room. People are anxious because they can't go anywhere because of the red lights.
Yeah, I had no new ride coming in. I went down straight down Campbell Avenue from our house.
Oh, yeah.
We're on Park Street, right off the block off the beach.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, it's always
Wow, look at all the people at Edgewood Park for the bus stop. Woo! Hi, Kristen. I finally caught up to you. I lost you for a while. I was back with the family with the Madsen for a while. Good morning. Thank you very much.
Ben, are you going to want water? Get my sweatshirt off, fine.
This is the most fun thing I've ever
Thank you.
Isn't this awesome?
Well, it's not quite, you know, it's okay.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Yeah, you guys,
I love my bike. I love my bike.
I love all the families.
I love my families. And I love my bike.
Yeah.
Did you hear Sarah talking about critical mass yet?
Critical mass. No, I missed it actually. I know. Get one going. Stop in the film.